to Little Minds Big Talks, where little kids have big conversations. I'm Elisa.
And I'm Daniel, and we have a very special guest joining us today. And we are so excited.
That's right. Last week we learned about the importance of using our voices to inspire change. So today we are so excited to have the mayor of Alameda here with us today.
Yes, thank you so much for coming, Mayor Ashcraft.
It is my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Elisa and Daniel and Ms. Brazil, for inviting me.
Mayor Ashcraft, thank you so much for taking the time to come to our class today and talk to us about using our voices to inspire change. Okay, for our first question we have, what inspired you to become the mayor of our town?
Well, it really all started with volunteering. And a friend of mine was working on this library campaign to build a new library in Alameda. We knew that it was really important to have a new library in Alameda. We studied and we learned how to run a successful campaign, and a friend of mine asked if I would be on the hospital board. I chaired that campaign to keep the hospital open. While just after I finished the hospital campaign, I was appointed to the planning board in Alameda, and after 6 years, I thought, I think I'm ready to run for city council. I think I'd like to try to run for elected office and help make decisions for the city. So I ran for council, but I lost. But some friends and even people I didn't know very well reached out and said, come on, we want you to try again. And so this time around, I ran, and this time I was successful. In fact, I came in first in the council race. And in the middle of my second term, I thought, I'm ready to be mayor. I think I am. And I decided to challenge the person who was the mayor at the time. And I was successful. I was elected, and that was in 2018.
Can you share an example of a time when young voices in our town led to positive changes or improvements?
Yes, I can. The most recent one I was thinking about was really quite dramatic, and it came out of a tragedy. And George Floyd was a black man. He lived in Minneapolis. A police officer knelt on his neck for almost 10 minutes and suffocated him, and he died. In Alameda, the students organized and they marched to City Hall. I have never seen, before or since, seen a protest that large, but it was all so peaceful, and they took turns speaking. These high school students had organized the whole thing, and what came out of it was the Alameda Police Reform subcommittees that were groups of citizens from across the island, but we made sure that we reached out to people of color, especially to be involved and to look at ways that policing could be done better in Alameda. And one of the things that came out of that's been really successful is called the CARE team. It used to be that was just automatically a police call, but now we say, is there violence involved? And even if there is, the police might go out, but they always will take a mental health clinician with them. We have an arrangement with Alameda Family Services. But if it is not a call that involves some violence, then we have now these specially trained paramedics and EMTs, emergency medical technicians, who are part of the fire department. But they go out, they answer these calls, they're specially trained to work with people who are in these kinds of crises. And again, they're accompanied by a mental health worker. We get the situation stabilized. The next day there's a follow-up visit by the mental health clinician, and then 2 weeks from now. And so it's a way that we just handle those calls more safely, but also more effectively, because really getting people the help that they need.
What advice do you have for kids like us who want to make a difference in our community?
I love that question, who want to make a difference. Everyone can make a difference, and a lot of little things add up to something big. There was a beach cleanup. It's great to participate in those because we have a beautiful beach in Alameda. It's really quite clean, but you'd be surprised.
I was at the beach cleanup.
You were? That's awesome. Our beach really, compared to a lot of beaches, it's very clean and nice, but you just made it cleaner and safer. Good for you. Thank you for doing that.
Are there any particular issues or challenges in our town that you think kids could help address or bring attention to?
I was thinking about this because y'all are doing a podcast in the 4th grade, so that's pretty cool. You know, one of my pet peeves is drivers drive too fast, and it's especially dangerous around schools at drop-off and pick-up time. People are distracted, hurry to get to the next place. But if there's a way that maybe you could help encourage drivers to slow down, maybe even record a video that's posted on social media. If you wanted to do something like that, check back with the mayor, because I might even be able to get it posted on the city's website. But I was just thinking that I think kids could make a really strong case for why it's important to slow down around town. Those are mine.
Can you share a story or experience from your time as mayor that demonstrates the power of community involvement and collaboration?
There's a program called Dine and Connect, and that's for people who are homeless to come and have a nourishing meal. What I love about it is the city does provide some money to help provide the food, but the members of the church and other community volunteers come and they serve the meal, they set up, they clean up, they visit with the people who are there.
I'm part of Cub Scouts, and we did a project where we put something on a doorknob, a house doorknob, that says donate food for the homeless on this day.
It's Scouting for Food, is that it?
Yes.
Yes.
And then we would, on the day, we would come with like a car or truck and collect all the food and put it to the church.
Yes.
This has been so insane. We appreciate you taking your valuable time to come speak with us about this important topic.
Oh, the pleasure is mine. You two are just incredible listening to you and watching you. It's been a lot of fun.
Is there anything else you would like our listeners to know or learn?
Oh my goodness. Just that you can make a difference, and if you see something that you think needs to be changed or an idea, you can write a letter to the mayor, and you really can make a difference.
We are so grateful that we were able to talk to you and learn from you today.
Thank you so much, Mayor Ashcraft.
That's all for today's episode for Little Minds, Big Talks.
We hope you enjoyed listening to Mayor Ashcraft talk to us about using our voices to inspire change. If you want to write into our show and ask us questions or get any advice, send an email to littlemindsbigtalks@gmail.com. And don't forget to be loud and use your voice to make the change we all deserve.
Yes, and there are so many ways to make change for the better. Our young voices are powerful.
Thanks for listening, and remember, little hearts can make a big difference. So spread kindness, stay curious, and strive to make the world a better place, one conversation at a time.